Virgo, don't scroll past this. Right now, on July 24th, you are standing in the middle of a test the universe has been building for weeks. And one decision, made from fear instead of faith, could delay everything you've been praying for. This is your final sign before the shift completes. Stay with me. The energy around you. Right now, the sky above you is loud. The sun is blazing through Leo, bold, dramatic, impossible to ignore. And you, dear Virgo, are the quiet architect standing just outside that fire, watching, calculating, waiting for your season to arrive. But here's what most people won't tell you. The weeks before your season are never quiet. They're the loudest, most sacred part of the entire cycle, because this is when the universe finishes writing the story it's about to hand you. You've felt it, haven't you? That strange restlessness underneath your normal calm. The sense that something is shifting just behind the curtain of your everyday life, even though nothing official has happened yet. Maybe you've been more tired than usual, not because your body is weak, but because your soul is doing quiet, invisible construction work. Maybe your sleep has changed. Maybe you've been dreaming in colors and symbols you don't usually remember. That's not random. That's your higher self preparing you for what's coming in August. And then there are the signs, the ones you almost brushed off. 11:11 on the clock, 3 times this week. A stranger who said the exact sentence you needed to hear, then vanished into the crowd. A song from years ago playing at the exact moment you were thinking about letting go of something. An old name resurfacing in your mind for no reason at all. Virgo, these are not coincidences. Coincidence is the language the universe uses when it doesn't think you're ready to hear it directly yet. But you're ready now. That's why the signs are getting louder. Here is the truth about this moment. You are standing at a threshold. Behind you is a version of yourself that survived by controlling everything, every outcome, every detail, every possible way things could go wrong. That version of you kept you safe. It is not your enemy, but it cannot walk through the door that's opening for you next. Only the version of you that trusts can walk through that door. That is the test, not a punishment, not bad luck, a sacred checkpoint placed exactly here, exactly now, because the universe doesn't hand major shifts to people who haven't proven they can hold them without gripping too tight. So, over these next few days, pay close attention. The way people show up for you, or don't. The way your body reacts to a decision before your mind even catches up. The doors that suddenly, almost eerily, close on their own, and the ones that open without you forcing anything at all. Every single one of those is data. Every single one is a message. You are not being tested because you are behind. You are being tested because you are close, closer than you think. Let's talk about what this test actually is, because I don't want you walking through the next few days confused about what the universe is asking of you. Virgo, your gift, the sharpest, most powerful tool in your entire being, is your mind. You see details other signs miss entirely. You notice the crack before it becomes a collapse. You plan 3 steps ahead while everyone else is still figuring out step 1. That gift has protected you your whole life. But right now, in this exact window before your season begins, that same gift is being asked to step aside for something older and quieter than logic, your intuition. Here's the pattern the universe is watching for. A decision, or a person, or a situation is going to present itself to you. Maybe it already has. And your first instinct will be to analyze it to death, to ask for one more sign, one more piece of proof, one more conversation to be sure. That instinct feels responsible, it feels smart, but underneath it, if you're honest, it's often fear wearing the costume of caution. This test is asking you a very simple question. Can you trust a knowing that doesn't come with a spreadsheet attached? You may also notice a mirror this week. Someone from your past, an old friend, an ex, a version of a situation you thought you'd closed the book on, may resurface almost out of nowhere. This is not the universe pulling you backward. This is the universe checking your growth. Are you responding from the same old wound or from the healed, grounded person you've become? How you respond to that mirror will tell you, and the universe, everything it needs to know about whether you're ready for what's next. If someone from your past has resurfaced this week, comment the word mirror below so I know how many of you this is speaking to. There's also a quieter piece of this test that most people miss completely. Rest. Virgo, so much of your identity has been built on doing, fixing, helping, perfecting. But divine timing does not reward exhaustion, it rewards alignment. Some of you are being tested on whether you can allow a situation to unfold without micromanaging every piece of it. Whether you can let something be good enough, imperfect, unfinished, and still trust that it's working out. This is uncomfortable, I know. Surrender has never come naturally to an earth sign built for control, but surrender is not the same as giving up. Surrender is choosing faith on purpose, even while your mind is screaming for more certainty. That is the final test. Not one dramatic moment, but a series of small choices, all asking the same question. Will you trust what you cannot yet see? The one mistake that could delay everything. Let's talk about the mistake, the one this video's title warned you about. I'm not going to bury it at the end. I'm going to tell you directly so you can catch yourself the moment it starts happening. The mistake is this: reverting to control the second fear shows up. Here's what that looks like in real life. You get a wave of uncertainty about a decision, and instead of sitting with it, breathing through it, and asking your intuition what it actually knows, you spiral into overthinking. You replay conversations. You research the same question 40 different ways, hoping one more article, one more opinion, one more sign will finally make you feel safe enough to move. You reach out to someone you were meant to release, not because your soul wants them back, but because uncertainty made the silence feel unbearable. You say yes to something out of guilt or exhaustion instead of alignment, because saying no still feels selfish to a part of you that learned love through usefulness. Any of that sound familiar? I'm not saying this to shame you. I'm saying this because this exact pattern is the one thing standing between you and the shift you've been asking for. Here's why it matters so much right now, in this specific window before your season begins. Energetically, this is a closing chapter. Whatever you keep doing right now, the patterns, the habits, the default reactions, those are the seeds getting planted for what August brings you. If you spend these final days white-knuckling control, forcing outcomes, chasing people and situations that are meant to fall away naturally, you extend the test, not as punishment, simply because the universe is patient, and it will keep offering you the same lesson in slightly different packaging until you finally choose differently. So here is your warning, Virgo, and I want you to really hear it. In the next few days, when that familiar wave of fear or doubt rises up, do not immediately reach for control. Do not immediately reach for your phone to text the person you're supposed to be releasing. Do not immediately cancel the opportunity because it feels too uncertain to be safe. Pause first. Just pause. Put your hand over your heart, take one slow breath, and ask yourself one question. Am I about to act from fear or from trust? That single pause, that one moment of choosing awareness over autopilot, is the difference between staying stuck in the loop and walking straight through the door that's about to open for you. The mistake is small. It looks like nothing in the moment, but it's the one thing capable of delaying a shift that has already been written for you. Don't let it. What happens when you pass? this test, now let's talk about the other side, because I don't want to leave you sitting in warning energy. I want you to see exactly what's waiting for you if you choose trust instead of fear in these next few days. When you pass this test, Virgo, something settles in you that no external validation has ever been able to give you. A quiet, steady knowing that you are safe even when you're not in control. That is the real shift. Not a new job, not a new relationship, not a single dramatic event, although those things may absolutely be part of it. The real shift is internal first. It's the moment you stop needing every detail confirmed before you're willing to move forward. And once that internal shift happens, watch how fast the external world starts to rearrange itself around you. Opportunities that used to feel like they required so much struggle start arriving with a strange, almost suspicious ease. A conversation you'd been dreading resolves itself gently. A door you thought was permanently closed cracks open again, but this time on completely different terms that finally honor what you actually deserve. People who were never truly aligned with you start naturally falling away without drama, without you having to force the ending, and people who are meant to walk beside you in this next chapter start showing up in small, quiet ways you'll only recognize looking backward. This is the harvest energy every Virgo carries, whether you've ever thought about it that way or not. You are the sign of the harvest, the one who tends, who waits, who trusts the process even when the field looks empty. Right now, you are standing at the edge of your own harvest. Everything you've quietly done right, the effort nobody saw, the growth nobody applauded, the moments you chose healing over old patterns, all of it is about to become visible. If you're ready to choose trust over fear starting today, comment the word ready below. I want to see how many Virgos are stepping into this with me. By the time your season begins, the version of you reading this right now will look back and barely recognize the person who almost let fear make one more decision. You'll feel lighter, clearer, less like you're constantly bracing for something to go wrong, and more like you're finally allowed to receive something going right. That's what's waiting on the other side of this test. Not perfection, not certainty, just peace. The kind that doesn't depend on having every answer, because you finally trust the story unfolding around you. Before we close, I want to give you something to actually do with everything we just talked about, because insight without action just becomes another thing to overthink. And we already covered why that's not the move right now. Here is your sole assignment for the next 48 hours. First, find 5 quiet minutes today, somewhere you won't be interrupted. Sit down, feet on the floor, and place one hand over your heart. Virgo, your energy lives so much in your head that your body often gets left out of the conversation entirely. Grounding yourself physically, even for 5 minutes, sends a signal to your nervous system that it's safe to stop calculating for a moment. Once you're settled, take 3 slow breaths. In through the nose, a small pause at the top, out slowly through the mouth. On the 3rd exhale, ask yourself this question, out loud or in your journal if writing helps you process. What am I afraid will happen if I stop trying to control this? Don't rush the answer. Let it surface naturally, even if it surprises you. Often, underneath the fear of losing control, there's a much older fear of not being enough, of being abandoned, of failing somewhere no one will forgive. Naming it is how you loosen its grip on you. Second, choose one thing this week that you will consciously not micromanage. It can be small. Maybe it's letting a friend plan the details of your next get-together instead of taking over. Maybe it's sending a message and not reading into every word of the reply for the next 3 hours. Maybe it's finishing a project at 80% instead of chasing 100, just to prove to yourself that good enough is allowed to exist. Every time you choose this, you train your nervous system to believe that safety doesn't require perfection. third, and this one matters. Watch for your sign. After doing this practice, stay open over the next 2 days. It might come as a number, a name, an unexpected message, a piece of advice from a stranger that hits differently than it should. When it comes, don't dismiss it. Write it down. That's the universe confirming you are being seen, that the test is being witnessed, and that your willingness to trust is already being met halfway. Virgo, you've spent so much of your life being the one who holds everything together for everyone else. This moment is asking something different of you, not to hold tighter, to finally let something hold you. That is the real shift, and it is closer than you think. So let's bring this all together, Virgo, because I want you walking away from this video with total clarity, not just inspiration that fades by tomorrow. Right now, before your season begins, you are being tested, gently but unmistakably. The one mistake that could delay everything is simple: letting fear pull you back into control the moment uncertainty shows up. The way through is just as simple, even if it isn't always easy. Pause, breathe, and choose trust over the old pattern, one small moment at a time. Do that, and the shift already written for you will complete exactly the way it's meant to. If this video found you at exactly the right moment, that is not an accident, and I would love to know. Comment the word Virgo below so I can see how many of you this truly reached today. Like this video so it reaches the other Virgos who need to hear it right now. Subscribe and turn on that notification bell because your journey doesn't end here. I'll be walking through the rest of this shift with you in the days ahead. And if you know a Virgo who's been carrying too much lately, send this video to them. It might be exactly what they need today. Until next time, trust the unseen, Virgo. Your season is coming, and it's going to be worth every bit of this.